I usually do my walk talks about this time, but I had so much to say today that I came home and wrote it down. So, I am Tanya, parent coach, and excuse me, let me get get a drink while people pop on here. If you're coming on, give me a hello and good morning and let me know you're here so I can say hi. I titled this video, "They Are Only Young Once." Now, if you are a parent, you've probably been told this many, many times. And when I hear this, I actually get really triggered. They're only young once. Um, because it brings up a lot of feelings, right? As a parent, we have mixed emotions about this time in our kid's life. It is believed we should really be showing up all the time, fully enjoying every moment of it. Okay, so before I get into that, I want to make sure that people know that I have a YouTube channel. So go and subscribe because there's a lot more stuff there for supporting parents with emotions, and then also helping your children with emotions. Tanya Milano, parent coach. And if you're on YouTube, I have a Facebook group to support you as well. Reactive to Relaxed, self-care without the mama guilt. So jump into my Facebook group too. They should all the links should be in the comments or on my website, www.tanyamilano.com. So I hope I can find you somewhere on one of those platforms and you can get some support that you need. Okay, so back to this topic. A lot of times we get told this, they're only young once, when we may be struggling with something that may be really difficult for us. Or we could be told they're only young once because the amount of joy that is remembered by usually older people or grandparents, our parents, loved ones, community members that remember the joy of childhood and want us to participate in that joy. Okay, so the reason that this triggers me is because it can be really in the realm of toxic positivity, that we are looking at parenthood as only positive, an only positive experience. And that's where we start to get into so much guilt as a parent. When we're not feeling the negative emotions that arise in us, the times where we aren't quite happy with the way we react to something, or the way what we said to our children, or the fact that we just don't even want to play with them sometimes. We have other things we want to do, right? We're busy. We're not present. We want to relax. We want to check out sometimes. And that brings up a lot of guilt in us. So, how do we get past this guilt? How do we get past not wanting to be joyful every moment of every day with our children? Well, for me, I needed some coaching to realize that negative emotions were being trapped deep down in some really strong beliefs and stories I had been telling myself since childhood. And my coaching program, and by the way, I'm graduating on Saturday. I am really excited about that. It's been a lot of ups and downs throughout the process because of all of the feelings, story, emotions, and beliefs that I had to let surface. So, um, how do we do this in coaching? Well, first of all, you also need some stress management. You need some time that's just your time. So whether that be running, hiking, gardening, yoga, breath work, reading a book, um, Preferably, it would be some reflection time, not just checking out and reading. That doesn't allow us to process emotions, but a time to process emotions. Some people see a therapist, some people will talk with a coach. So, some way to work through emotions and to relieve stress is so important. And that's what I do a lot of in my Facebook group is share lots of free trainings, free resources, free videos of breath work and yoga. um, I walk or hike most days, and I'll share about that as well for accountability. So, go back to coaching. Um, Coaching can really support the movement of your emotions that have been trapped in your body. Now, it's really about just someone sitting with you in awareness and listening to you. So, when you are talking to someone in your life about your children, about maybe some emotional turmoil that you're going through, stress that you're going through, and someone comes to you and says, "Well, your kids are only young once, so enjoy." How does that feel to you? Does that feel like you've been validated? Have you been listened to? Have you been seated in the feelings that you're currently having? I don't think so. Coaching, I really just listen to what's coming up for you, and we go through the emotions of it, maybe some stories or beliefs that are coming up. A lot of times it's that you're not doing enough. You're not, you're feeling like you're a bad parent, or you're living in fear of what your children might do in the future, right? Or there's a fear of missing out, FOMO, like, I'm not doing enough with my children. They haven't done X, Y, and Z. I really need to keep them active. I need to keep them learning. Well, what about you, mama? What do you need to really thrive? So that's what the coaching's about. Group coaching can be really helpful to see all those perspectives from other people and not feel like you're alone in your um, some of the negative things that come up in parenting. It's not always rainbows and unicorns, right? We we need to visit some of the negative sides of parenting. Um, yeah, I really love group coaching for that. We meet right now Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. and Mondays at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So, one of those times works for you. That is great. If not, I have one on one coaching that's also available. And we can work of whatever has been coming up for you. It's not my tip strategies, it's listening to you and working through, letting those emotions just run through you and not getting stuck with them. Because oftentimes we're stuck in the same emotions. That's because there's this belief that we're not allowing ourselves to see. So I can bring that out. We can really look at it from all angles and start to move the energy in the body, the emotion, start to move the story, try to look at it from other angles. What else did I want to say? I want to leave with this quote that was just circulating in my mind all walk this morning. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Quote has meant a lot to me for a long time. Mahatma Gandhi. Um, I didn't know how I wanted to do that, and now I do. Um, and so it can change, right? The way you want to show up in the world can change throughout your life. And as a parent, see the changes day to day. There's so many changes happening. So, do you want to be the change you wish to see in the world of your children? Do you want to see some patterns breaking, some cycles breaking? This coaching program, Pure Joy Coaching with me, is a perfect way to start to break some of those cycles. And Pure Joy there's a foundational practice called the safe seat practice. And if If you haven't gotten it yet, from purejoyparenting.com, there's a free course for safe seating. And that's what I walk us through, is how do we start to find self-compassion in our parenting, all of the feelings that come up, living them all, and what change does that bring to our children and to the world in general. So message me or comment here or go to my website, www.tanyamilano.com, and find me. Let's have a conversation. I just want to talk with you about what your hopes and dreams are in your parenting. I have free chats available if you just want to chat with me and see it. If that works, you can private message me or set up a face-to-face chat. My calendly.com/Tanya Milano has my available times for 15-minute chat. All right, I will see y'all next time. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, where do I?